Hey, it's nearly Christmas, so I've decided to make some gingerbread men to take into work. So this is how I'm going to do it. This is a WW recipe. I can't remember how many points it is per biscuit, but I'll tell you that in a bit. So first of all, in a saucepan, we're going to put it on a low heat. And we're going to add 75 grams of light brown sugar, and to that we are going to add a tablespoon of treacle. There we go, if it comes out. And then we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of golden syrup. So I'm using half a tablespoon. So we're going to put 3 of them in. And then we're going to stir this until all the sugar's melted. I'm not sure what it's supposed to look like, but I'm going to go with that. And then we're going to add 95 grams of low-fat spread. Get that in there. And then we're going to stir that in until it's melted. Now that's all melted, we are going to remove it from the heat. And we're going to add 235 grams of plain flour. A tablespoon and a half of ground ginger. That's not a tablespoon, that's a teaspoon. There's a teaspoon and a half of ground ginger and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now we're going to stir this all together until we start getting a dough. Right, let's get in with the hands and see if we can get it into a dough. Sort of like a dough. So we've got some cling film, and we're going to tip this out into the cling film. It's still a bit sticky. We're going to flatten it out into a disc, and then we're going to wrap the cling film around it. There we go, and then we're going to chill this in the fridge for half an hour. So the dough's been chilling for half an hour, and now we're going to cut it into gingerbread men. This is a 7cm cutter, I think, but that's the size we're going to go with, and we should be able to make 25. So I'm just going to flour the surface. And I've taken half the dough because of my limited space. We're going to roll this out to 3mm thick. That looks about right, so we're just going to start cutting. Let's see if this comes off. So there we have it. We're going to put these onto a lined baking tray. And then you just repeat with the rest of the dough, and you just keep rolling the offcuts until you're done. Right, let's have a count up. This is all of them. I'm supposed to have 25, so let's have a look. Well, I've got 30, so maybe some are a little bit thinner than they should be, but hey, we're going to go with it, and that's my taster there. So these are going in the oven at 180 degrees for 15 minutes. And let's see what happens. Okay, that's 15 minutes. Let's see what we've got. There we go. They smell amazing. So I'm going to transfer these over to a wire rack and let them cool down. Okay, so the biscuits have cooled. You can hear now they're quite hard. So next thing we need to do is to decorate them. So I have 30 grams of icing sugar. I'm just going to put a few teaspoons of water in and give it a mix. Let's try 3. And mix it around. That's more like it. It's like a paste now. So let's get this into a piping bag. Right, so I've got a piping bag with the smallest nozzle. And now we're going to put this icing sugar in the bag. There we have it. Now I'm really not artistic, so I'm just going to go for very simple eyes and a mouth, and then maybe just the arms or the hands and the feet. There you go. Or maybe try it the right side up. There you go. Now I'm going to do the rest of these, so it might take me a while. So this is what I've ended up with. Now I have said I am not very artistic, so I'm not very good at icing. Some of it is all bleeded into each other, but I have gingerbread people, as we are supposed to say now. Right, last but not least, I have looked it up, and this WW recipe is 3 points per biscuit on all the plans. So I want to go over the really dodgy icing one, and let's have a taste. Bite the head off first. They are very crunchy. I'm not sure if they're meant to be like that. Tastes good though. Maybe they need a little bit more practice. Hey, let's take them to work and see what everyone else thinks. See ya!